Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, R.A.F.T, lesson 3. We've made it to the end. T, that stands for thoughtful conclusion. That's what we're going to focus on today. Thoughtful conclusion is often a sentence that people underestimate. They don't really see why it's so important, and it really is. It's a sentence that puts a nice bow on the top of your present, right? It seems a little unfinished if you don't do it. So we're going to show you some tips and tricks and have you practice writing your own conclusion sentence. Okay, here are some things that are really important to remember about thoughtful conclusions. 1, they are important because it helps to end your paragraph nicely. Without your thoughtful conclusion, and if you just end after your last fact and explanation, it will sound kind of awkward, like you're in the middle of a thought and you didn't actually finish. So what it does is it not only makes it so that your reader knows you are done, but it also wraps up your thoughts and it reminds your reader of what your main points were. And that's called a circular structure. So in the end, it goes back, it circles back around to the beginning and it says, okay, here's my answer. Here's what I think, and here's why. Some things to not do when we write a thoughtful conclusion. 1, we don't just rewrite our introduction and our answer because we've written that already. And as a reader, I've read that already. I don't want to read it again, right? You don't want to read the same thing more than once. So we can use those same ideas. We just need to word them in a different way. And we'll show you how to do that. Second, we're going to try to not write in conclusion or other overused traditional phrases. So in conclusion or finally or last were phrases that we used in elementary school when we were first learning how to write these sentences. Now that we're in 7th grade, we're going to try to expand our sentence starters into some more sophisticated ideas. 3, it's really important that we do not introduce any new ideas in our conclusion. This is not an opportunity to bring up reason 3 or another idea you had. It will confuse your reader. So stick to what you've already said. Here are some sentence starters that Ms. Fox and I pulled for you to use. Now, this list could go on and on and on, but we've picked 4 that we thought would be really great to start with. It is clear that, as a result, as stated above, for these reasons. So they're all other ways of saying in conclusion, but they're fancier, they're more sophisticated. So we're asking that you try some of these on and pick one of these to use. Let's show you an example. So here's the paragraph that Ms. Fox and I have been building as we've been learning how to write a paragraph using a R.A.F.T format. So R.A.F.F, we've written already. All we did here was we copied and pasted these sentences from R.A.F.T lesson 2, and we put them here. The only new sentence we are writing this week is the end, is our thoughtful conclusion. And let's take a look at this together. A couple of things I want you to notice. First, I want you to notice that this is only one sentence. I am going to challenge you to write this in just one sentence. Secondly, I want you to also notice that I used a sentence starter here that's in bold. So this is where you would pick one of the 4 sentence starters that Ms. Fox gave you on slide number 5 and use that here. Here's my whole conclusion sentence. All things considered, graffiti exhibited on the sides of buildings provides financial and cultural opportunities for the community and should therefore be considered art. So, how did I decide what to write in this sentence? Let me show you. So I say here that graffiti provides financial and cultural opportunities. Those are words that summarize each of my facts. My first fact talks about how graffiti on the sides of buildings can help business owners make more money. If I own a business and Banksy here has made a piece of graffiti on the side of my building that's worth over $1 million, well, people are going to, not only now is my building worth more money, but people are going to come there more often to see it, which therefore means I get more business. So that makes me money, financial opportunities. 2, my second fact here talks about how having graffiti on the sides of buildings means I can go and look at beautiful pieces of art anytime I want for free. which normally I would have to pay to go into a museum or some kind of an art gallery. So now everyone in the community can look at art anytime they want for free, which is a really awesome thing. That's the cultural opportunities for the community and should therefore be considered art. So then I went back, the last piece is my answer. So graffiti exhibited on the sides of buildings provides financial opportunities, fact one, cultural opportunities, fact two, and should therefore be considered art, my answer. Okay, so nothing I've said here is new information. It's all reminding the reader of my facts and my answer one more time. And I did it in just one sentence. And I will tell you, I rewrote this sentence about 4 different times before I actually wrote it. So it's okay. And it should take you more than one try to do this. Again, it's one sentence, but it's probably one of the more important sentences in your paragraph here. So it might take a little while, and that's okay. Good writing always takes time. So let's review the directions. You're going to go back to R.A.F.T. lesson 2, which Ms. Fox and I will move back up to the top of our independent work so you can get to it easier. You're going to copy and paste the sentences from lesson 2 here onto slide 8. You're going to choose one of those sentence starters that we gave you on slide 4. And then last, you're going to use that sentence starter to write your thoughtful conclusion. So we're going to come here, R.A.F.F. You've written all this already. You're just going to copy and paste it here. The only new sentence you're writing is here, your thoughtful conclusion. Here's a reminder of what those sentence starters are so you don't have to go all the way back up. Pick one and write your sentence. Okay? If you want a bonus opportunity, bonus meaning extra points, it's available to you here. Ms. Fox and I don't offer bonus very often, so if you're looking for a couple of extra points to boost your grade, then I would come here. If you open this document, it gives you all the directions. It tells you exactly what to do. Here I can show you. Here, so this is what it will look like. It will probably ask you to make a copy, so you have your own. You're going to go back to R.A.F.T. lesson 2, copy, paste, same sets of directions. Copy and paste it onto slide 2 here. Then look at the comments left for you on R.A.F.T. lesson 1 and R.A.F.T. lesson 2 to make any necessary revisions. So if I left you a comment about your fact or your answer or an explanation, you're going to make those changes. You're going to make sure your revisions are typed in a different color and then attach this slide deck to R.A.F.T. lesson 3, and that will get you bonus. So I'm going to come here. I want to see your R.A.F.F. and any revisions you've made should be typed in a new color so I can see what you did differently. Okay, so that's just some bonus points, not required. Here's your rate your understanding. Again, this is really important information for Ms. Fox and I, so we know which parts of this are tricking you, where you're stumped. Move the arrow and then explain your rating. And as always, please, please, please make sure you turn this in. Any questions, let me know. I can help you through email, through a Google Meet, in class, whatever's easiest for you. Good luck.